Hello, everyone. We're joined today by Camden Coleman from the Fontbonne University Griffin's baseball team. How are you doing today, Camden?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. First of all, I just want to talk a little bit about this season so far. We're here, getting towards the end of March, getting ready to jump into conference play. How's the season been going for you all?
Uh, we've struggled a bit, but I think it's early in the season. You always tend to play your best ball as you keep playing games and stuff. So, I think we're on the right track. I think we've done a lot of good stuff, in games, and had some games where we felt like we did enough to win. So, I think we're hopeful going forward for sure.
Yeah, like you said, baseball's such a long season, and the really important thing is once we get into conference play, which of course you open up this weekend with Westminster College. Can you talk about looking forward to getting into conference play?
Yeah, man. This first series, Westman always gives us a game. This is my fourth year, and it seems like every series they've come to fight. They're full of ball players, and they'll show up to the yard ready to go. So, but yeah, conference it starts going quick. Um, you feels like you just play a game almost every day, and all of a sudden it's almost May. So I think the most important thing is just start clicking as you get into conference play because these are games that really matter.
That's right, exactly. Uh, to give everybody a little idea, you're a relief pitcher. 4-3 in 4 wins and 3 saves out of the bullpen in your career. 57 strikeouts and 44 appearances. Can you talk a little bit about that mindset of being not just a pitcher? Everybody knows you kind of clear that mechanism, as one of my favorite movies says. But you got to clear your mindset as a pitcher. But now as a relief pitcher, that mindset of coming in and just ready to go.
Yeah, I think it was last year. Our assistant coach Luke Summers said, I was thinking a little bit too much on the mound and trying to make perfect pitches. And he's like, man, you got to go rip stuff, man. Like you're a reliever, you're in there for one, maybe 2 innings. Like you just got to throw your stuff as hard as you can and trust it and be nasty up there. And I think we've got a lot of guys like that. I love it. It's my favorite thing. The cliche of the psycho relievers. It's so fun, man. You get to get really fired up and do this tank for an inning.
So do you have any superstitions? I know some pitchers have some, they can't step on the line as they come on the field. Do you have anything like that?
Definitely never step on lines. Definitely never the foul lines. But before every game, whenever we're taking infield, I'll be the last person to take a fly ball in the outfield.
Okay, all right.
So yeah.
So we talked a bit about gripping the ball and just ripping it, letting it go. Baseball players are also well known for their great memories. I want to test you here a little bit. Can you remember your first collegiate strikeout?
Um, I don't think he was against Webster. It wasn't against Webster, was it?
Nope. It actually came in your first appearance against Eureka. You had 2 strikeouts in 2 innings, and you actually struck out your first batter you ever faced in college, swinging. It was in a 17-1 win. Do you remember who started that game you came in for relief for?
It would have been my freshman year. So it would have been Luke Summers or Nick Glazer, wouldn't it?
Nick. It was Nick. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah. So a little fun trivia there. So, yeah. As we mentioned, jumping into conference play, can you just talk about, the 4 years as a whole being part of the Griffin baseball program, what that's meant to you, and why you wanted to continue playing baseball in college?
Why I wanted to continue playing baseball. That's all of us have done this since we were 5 years old. I saw Albert Pujols hit a ball one time when I was like 5, and I was like, that's the sickest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then, in high school, definitely, I had a really good high school coach. Shout out Andrew Hagerman, my high school program. He's been there for a long, long time, and that was one of the first guys that he makes you really love the game and want to study the game and know it and really develop a baseball IQ. And my older brother played baseball in college. He went to McMurray and then McKendree, and so did my cousin, who I grew up really close to him as well. He played at McMurray and Milliken. So it was it was like, why wouldn't I do that? Ever since I was young. But being part of Fontbonne these are my brothers, man. These are my brothers. It's the best feeling in the world. Stepping on a mound and feeling like I have 50 guys behind me that would run through a brick wall for me, and they know that they're gonna get 110% of me whenever I'm out there on the mound. I love it's the best, man. I love fighting for the guys, and that's what baseball is all about. One to put on for your team for sure.
That's right. Great to hear about that, especially, with the news lately of Fontbonne, just that community and that you all are sticking together still. What was that moment like once you heard that news?
I don't I don't even know how to describe it. It's we were at practice and they had called meeting for the whole student body, and we were all at practice and we saw the news and we were like, wait, we don't even know what to do. It was one of those things. It was really like when the pandemic first hit. Like I remember being in high school whenever we were just like, that's it. The season's canceled. But obviously really different, and it's we were waiting for Coach Good to get there to clear some stuff up, and a lot of us were emotional. A lot of like you get so many thoughts going through your head immediately, and it's like what are we supposed to practice baseball now? Like
Right. Yeah.
It's one of those things that makes baseball seem really small in the grand scheme of things. So yeah.
Well, the good thing about baseball is it gives you that opportunity to kind of, just think about the game, right? To escape those kind of thoughts. But I know you want to finish your career out strong with the Griffins. Just a few more questions for you before we wrap things up. Who's the toughest hitter, whether it's on your own team, whether it's been throughout your 4 years, who's the toughest hitter you've had to pitch against, or did you look forward to pitching against, challenging yourself?
Colby Shivers is always a tough at bat. That guy hits everything. Matt Helm, he graduated last year. He was always a tough at bat. I remember asking him one time, I was like, what are you thinking whenever step in the box against me? He's like, I don't know, man. I just hit the ball. I was like, whatever. But Evan Evola, gosh, he was on a tear a couple years ago, and he was still really, really good last year. I ended up walking him after like an 11 pitch at bat or something like that. Yeah, he's really good. Obviously Ben Swords he was one of the best hitters on those Webster teams for a long time. Braden Cox, he seems like he would hit everything hard. He was crazy. Outfielder for Westminster, Steven Diaz. I had like a 12 pitch at bat against him last year, and like by the end, I threw him like 8 changeups in a row. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, man, whatever, take your walk, just get out of here. I don't like facing him.
Some great names there to hear. Yeah. So, my final question for you: what is your major, and what do you look forward to doing after graduation?
I'm a history major. I'm looking forward to getting certified to teach high school history.
Perfect. Well, I want to thank you again, Camden, for chatting a little bit with us today. Best of luck the rest of this spring. We look forward to you and the Griffins making a nice push here to close out the 2024 year.
Thank you.